Hello, anyone who might see this. I know as soon as I turn this on who this is watching me, but I am a 6 year revenge retaliation victim of Lennox and Addington, Ontario Provincial Police, very serious criminal doctors, justice of the peace, 3 mental health workers, and their fall down low life junkie accomplices who are not only guilty of stalking and killing my mother, but committing full physical identity theft on me with the intent to frame, traffic, and murder. I have been slave trafficked, injured, tortured, sex assaulted, kidnapped, falsely arrested, extortion, full physical identity theft done on me, serious skull deformment, file falsification, medical file falsifications for discriminations, treatment refusals, lies, time buying, cover ups. Lennox and Addington, Ontario Provincial Police, who are involved in organized trafficking, sex slavery, trafficking, torture crimes, my identity theft with junkies, false arresting for pictures, prints, signatures, for forgeries, framings, and frauds they're involved in, money laundering, bank frauds, welfare, disability, insurance frauds as well, drug trafficking, and multiple murders. Fuck. And I am also the end of my bloodline, so not only O.p.p, Ontario Provincial Police, are guilty of doing what they've done to me, they're guilty of ending a bloodline. I have no feeling in my head, in my brain, no stimulation. I have tubes in me. I have piss and shit that go through my head and my face, through my skull. I eat. My food goes to the right side of my body. My lungs, my kidneys have been damaged on me, and there is not a fucking thing I can do about it because I have no medical rights, no legal rights, no human rights anymore. And I haven't because of O.p.p and their criminal doctors who are more than willing to falsify medical files to get victims medically blacklisted for discrimination, treatment refusals, to assure crimes of O.p.p and their fucking low-life accomplices. O.p.p who are sex slave traffickers, human traffickers, and guilty of murders and attempted murder. And I have filed charges. I have been trying for fucking almost 6 years of going through this. And I have tried many times, and I have recently just filed as almost a week ago. Ex-Chief or Commander, year 2019. Drove a white Jeep Wrangler, had me shot on the corner of Bridge and Center Street in Napanee, Ontario, now with a bullet, but by something that went into my right ear. That's when everything started. What the fuck? Staff Sergeants, years 2019, 2021. Shannon Cork, Robert Lucas, Robert Kane, Dave Weiss, Constable Ward, Stacy, a mental health worker that was Napanee Daily Tea Company, now Kingston AMHS. And she is the girlfriend to the doctor who falsified my medical file for treatment refusals, discrimination, and got me medically blacklisted to prevent me any help or internal proof while this was taking place with me. And then there's Shelley Hafner, Spencer Mills 14716, and Robert Kane 7224, Lennox and Addington, Ontario Provincial Police. Whether they are still there or transferred, they are still guilty of crimes, murders, and attempted murders. When people disappear, it's through Ontario Provincial Police, it is through medical blacklisting, and it is through fucking full physical identity theft and changes done on people. While keeping them medically fucking blacklisted to prevent any kind of help. As a matter of fact, someone is also guilty, whether it is Ontario Provincial Police or one of the doctors. My birth registration now from Belleville General Hospital no longer exists. So, what the fuck? I am basically, not only am I being physically changed, and I am gonna be fucking disappearing. I am being fucking erased. My birth registration and everything from hospitals is disappeared. So who the fuck did it? Was it O.p.p. or was it Dr. Tatiana Vukadinovic from Lennox and Addington County General Hospital and her French doctor that works at Belleville Hospital, who discriminated against me and kicked me out, told me he was looking at my file, a falsified one at that, because I had not been to a hospital or a doctor in almost 7 to 10 years prior, and all of a sudden I'm medically blacklisted and I have a lot of shit going on with me. Accomplices to O.p.p, and each and every one of them are guilty of murder and attempted murder. They are drug traffickers, registered sex offenders, child molesters. They are drug fed, money paid, stalking, low life, obsessed homosexuals. Congratulations, you fucks. And I can prove, and I have proven every fucking bit of damage, but no matter what time is bought, damage is done. All feeling in my head and face no longer exists. So you're fucking me in every way. This is a guy, he is guilty, he is a child predator, he is a pimp, and he is guilty of attempted murder. Him and my mother's son, K-Sweet, where he goes to hang out and smoke crack. He's guilty of attempted murder and torture crimes. Tony Anthony Axel Rose Hearns, he is guilty of premeditated attempted murder, identity theft. I have pictures where I look like him, blinding me in my fucking right eye, the piece of shit, completely, totally deforming me, attempted paralyzing me, sex assaults. He thinks I am a fucking wolf. He is a speedhead. He is a child molester, and he is guilty of attempted murder. Many alias names. He is guilty of criminally stalking and killing my mother December 20th, 2020. He goes by Bill Woldridge, Bill Coolidge, Bill Della Rosso, Bill James Bubbles, Stephen Mavis, and Robert Cross of 149 Center Street North, behind the law office. Now bald, glasses, approximately 70, and he is highly protected and untouchable by O.p.p. He's guilty of stalking my mother and killing her, causing her death while calling my mother mom, because he is a fucking ex-psych ward inmate patient from Toronto who actually raped his own mother, impregnated her, killed her, and he is mentally fucked. And O.p.p or whoever it was told him that his mother was still alive, that my mother was his, that he and I were switched at birth. He was stalking my mother, calling my mother mom, and thinks that he is my dad. There's no fucking chance in any way, shape, or form. This is a criminal stalker and a highly obsessed homosexual, meth head, crackhead, morphine head. Bert the butt plug hustler. He actually thinks in his delusions that he played for the Philadelphia Flyers and Hartford Whalers. He's guilty of torture crimes on me, and he's guilty of attempted murder with intent to commit. Raymond LeBlanc, he is a criminal stalker. He is a child groomer. He lives behind a pizza shop in Napanee, downtown on Dundas Street. Around the corner, he's a child groomer, and he's guilty of torture crimes. He's guilty of killing my dog, and he's guilty of attempted murder on me. Each and every one of these are drug-fed, money-paid lowlives who work with them for O.p.p. and cannot be arrested without $22,000. This here is a guy named Dale Harwick. He is my cousin. He is guilty of identity theft with the intent to commit homicide for drop charges for a stabbing he committed against his ex-wife boyfriend for catching him fucking someone else. He admitted to me, he is my cousin, and he admitted to me that he is involved with this. No. He personally fucking told me himself. Ontario Provincial Police Constable Detective Blair Hardy Kane. He is a meth trafficker. He is guilty of rapes, financial thefts and frauds, welfare, disability, pensions, bank frauds, and multiple homicides. Robert Kane, fentanyl trafficker, killing people between Kingston and Napanee with drug overdoses. He's guilty of a possible homicide in 2021. He's guilty of criminal stalking me for the past 6 years. He is guilty of being involved with my identity theft, torture crimes, and attempted murder with intent to commit identity, disability, and insurance fraud. And this here is an animal killer who killed my dog, tortured and killed my dog March 24th, 2023. And he's guilty of death threats and attempted murder on me. He is Robert Kane, drug cop, #1 rat informant, fall down piece of shit bastard. Six years of going through this, the injuring, the torturing, no matter what I have shown, no matter what I have proven, I have not been able to get any rest. I have not been able, my legal rights, my medical rights, my human rights have been taken from me while this is being done to me. And the longer this goes on, I am going to be fucked and I am going to disappear. How convenient. I am also the end of my bloodline now, looking like O.p.p. boyfriend, fall down fucking junkie, pieces of shit garbage who suck O.p.p. dick and committing physical fucking identity theft on victims. One of the pieces of shit, crackhead Jason Manalstein, he's approximately 45 years old. He's an inbred lowlife. He is dumber than a fucking potato. And he is he's the fentanyl dealer. He sells lace fentanyl between Napanee and Kingston, committing drug overdoses, and he gets away with it. I wonder how many he's done and gotten away with exactly and had it covered up through O.p.p. And there is also another one, Dale Hartwick's uncle, who is also my cousin. He is a child abuser. He is a child groomer. He is guilty of torture crimes on me, and he is guilty of attempted murder when I was a child in Winnipeg, Manitoba. He actually beat the shit out of me, took down my fucking pants, stripped me naked and put duct tape on my testicles, made me stand in a corner for 4 hours while he beat the shit out of my mother and my brother at the time because I would not eat a pickled onion. His name is Harry Hartwick, and he is approximately 85 years old. He travels between Ontario and Vancouver, British Columbia, where he commits fucking insurance frauds. And whether he is 85 years old or not, he is guilty of fucking attempted murder on me and being involved with my identity theft with him and his low-life nephew, Dale. This was me at one time. Huge difference. Huge differences. I now look a lot like Dale fucking Hartwick. I look a lot like a Hartwick. And I also get piss and shit. I have a tube in the back of my head now. It goes from my groin to my right nipple to my throat where it bulges out to the back of my neck up to the back of my head where it bulges out. And I get piss and shit going through my body, my head, and my face, and through my mouth sometimes. Ontario O.p.p. are very seriously fucking sick. Very seriously sick. I wonder what psych ward patients all these fucking cops were recruited from. Or what psych ward. Because they're obviously all fucking nuts. This is more me before my identity change is done to me. Huge differences. So if anybody thinks identity thefts cannot happen, when people disappear, murdered and missing, no matter what race, color, creed, murdered and missing, anybody disappears, I would check Ontario Provincial Police, especially if you're around Lennox and Addington, and there is also other cops involved. A cop and his brother, actually. Look at this shit. And this is all me, too. Obviously, this is being blocked, shadow banned by Dale fucking Hartwick, the lowest piece of shit garbage in Napanee, who is nothing but a fall down, brain splitting, skull injuring, brain fucking lobotomizing, crackhead, speedhead, lung and kidney damaging, fall down, paid motherfucking identity thief, and serial killing bastard blowjob queen to Ontario Provincial Police who is committing this and getting dropped charges for a fucking stabbing. He is being rewarded for murder through a drop charges of an attempted murder. Congratulations, Dale fucking Hartwick, Tony fucking Hearns, and the rest of you fall down bastards who are untouchable without 22,000. I'm gonna sign off here. Please share this. Napanee, Ontario. Dale Hartwick. You're gonna fucking pay for this, and so is Tony Anthony Axel Rose Hearns, and so is your fucking good old Uncle Harry.